So, hi everybody and welcome back to the C++ tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 179, and in this video we start again an exercise because we talk so much about classes and there is still so much to talk, but we need training because this is a practical video, and without training we are not able to use it. Like I all time said, understanding is easier than be able to use this knowledge, and the only way to get this knowledge and able to be using this knowledge is we have to program, and that's why we make this exercise here. All right, with that said, you can see I have here open my paint, and here I demonstrate you what we want to do in this exercise. We are simulating a person who is crossing a street with a traffic light. That's the whole exercise, and you as a programmer, you should simulate this in the program. So what I mean with that, first of all, let's make the situation a little bit more clear. I take here a person. Here is a person. Right, this is my person. Then he's on a sidewalk. Okay, here's the sidewalk. This one is the street. Okay, this is the street. The sidewalk has here a traffic light. Okay, here's a traffic light. And the traffic light has here also a button where the person can press so that the traffic light should switch to green. Right now it is red. Let's say at start it is red. All right, it is red, so he has pushed the button and then wait till it's green, and then he can cross the street. All right, that's our goal, and that's it. That's what we want to do. So you can see this is just a world simulation of a person who is crossing the street. What you have to do now is more or less just create a class for this person. So you create a class person, you create a class traffic light, you probably create a class perhaps button. I don't know, you don't have, but perhaps you can button, and you create perhaps a class street. Who knows? But you don't have. Sometimes you can skip them or you can make it other way. But you can create all this different objects with classes, right? So class person, class traffic light, class button, class street. And then you have to create the right functions how this person is crossing the street. And like I said, the person, let's say, is coming here the sidewalk, then he sees the traffic light, then the traffic light shows it's red, so he has to push the button here, the traffic light button. So let's make here an arrow, and then he waits that the traffic light switch to green, and after that he is crossing the road, right? So that's the thing what you should do. And here one more tip. So when you have created these classes separately, it's very easy. I think you don't have, like I said, you don't have to do this way. This is just a suggestion how you can make it. But there is one more tip. After you have all these classes defined, then what you can do is in main, so int main, you can make the sequence here. With what I mean is you can just call all the sequence here in int main like we know it. Here is the sequence, for example, so and so. And here you can call now all the sequence what you need. For example, the person here is walking on the sidewalk, then he won't cross the street, so he sees the traffic light, and then he pushed the button, he waits till it switches to green, and then he's crossing the street. And this sequence you can just call step by step here in int main. So you see, it is not really difficult, I think, but it is work, and of course you will have to make it work, all the steps here. So that's our exercise this time. And of course you should you can try to make it very complex, or you can try it make very simple. That's up to you. Use your own creativity. But one thing, try to use classes. Of course, this sequence here you can do without classes as well. So you can make it absolute with functions without any class at all. I want that you use classes because we want train classes, right? That's the purpose why I said you should use classes here. I know it's easy possible to do without any class, but try to use classes, please, because we are right now at the topic classes, and we want to try to understand the classes a little bit more. And I think this is not too difficult. It is work, but it's not too difficult. All right, with that said, that's an exercise which you should try. Don't worry if you can't do it. Just try it as good as you can, because if you can't do it, then you see your own mistakes and can correct them and can learn them. That's the point, right, of an exercise, to see your own mistakes, try to solve your own mistakes, and then you get better and better. That's the point. So don't worry if you can't do the exercise. And if you can do the exercise, then you are already good, which means you need, we have to go and learn more about deeper topics. All right, with that said, good luck for this exercise. And in the next video, I will start to solve this exercise, but I don't know how big this exercise is because I just randomly thought about it. Perhaps it's very simple, perhaps this is not so simple, I don't know it. Depends on how much I put in it, and the same goes for you. Depends how much you want to put in it. You can make this very simple and you can make it a little bit more complex, and I probably make it a little bit more complex, and the reason for that is I want to repeat also a little bit, not only classes, but also other keywords which we learned during the course here. So we repeat a little bit other keywords so that we don't forget them, and train them as well in use with classes. That's very important. I would suggest that you try this as well. So all the keywords which you remember, try to use them in connection with classes. That can help you to improve your programming skills, because that's very important, how to use them together. Yeah, and with that said, I think we are settled, and in the next video, like I said, I will start the solution. I hope you try it on your own before you watch my solution. And that's it. So if you have any questions like all time, or any complaints, then write it in the comments. And with that said, see you in the next video. Bye, good luck, and never give up like all time. Bye.